Sunday afternoon, which means it's time for another episode of Disney 100 Jeopardy. I'm once again your host, Brian Perry. 78 clues have come and gone over the first 3 episodes, so hopefully you've done pretty well, but if not, fear not, because today is your redemption story. Here are the rules on your screen as per usual. Also, special thank you to the 120,000 of you who tuned into the first 3 episodes. Couldn't have done it without you. So on that note, what do you say we take a look at the categories? First up, we have Tangled, clues about the 2010 hit film. Next up, it's The Boss. That's all about Walt Disney. Third category is Tomorrowland. Then it's Look, New Toys. You'll have to name the character that was introduced in any of the Toy Story sequels. And to round out the T categories, we have Tasty. That's all about restaurants seen in Disney films, or maybe even a Disney park. So with that, let's kick off the game with Tangled for 200. Eugene Fitzherbert would rather go by this name. Our first answer is Flynn Rider, of course. Flynn Rider. Next up, The Boss for 200. Finish the Walt Disney quote. I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was. And the answer there is, it was all started by a mouse. By a mouse.
I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse.
On to Tomorrowland for 200. With the original ride built in Shanghai Disneyland, this new coaster will make its debut at the Magic Kingdom in 2023. We are looking for Tron Light Cycle Run, but just Tron is acceptable, if I'm being honest. The new coaster opens to the public in April. On to Look, New Toys for 200. Toy Story 2, a brave cowgirl who's also a rag doll. The answer there is Jessie, who came out of Al's Toy Barn in Toy Story 2. Jessie voiced by Joan Cusack. And the final clue of the cupcake round, the 200-point round, it's Tasty for 200. The legendary place to grab a slice and hit the arcade in Toy Story. Pizza Planet is what we're looking for. I always wish that Disneyland or Walt Disney World actually went all out with a Pizza Planet. It's kind of crazy that they haven't. Yes, I know Hollywood Studios had their Pizza Planet, but it was pretty subpar. In fact, it was so subpar that they had to rebrand it to Pizza Rizzo. On to the 400-point round now. Look out for this trusty kitchen item. Rapunzel might be swinging one at you. That would be a frying pan. Now it's The Boss for 400. Before creating Mickey, Walt created a lucky rabbit, who he eventually lost the rights to. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit is the answer there. On to Tomorrowland for 4. When he's not robbing casinos as part of Ocean's 11, this actor can be seen leading the cast in the Tomorrowland film. That would be George Clooney. George Clooney. On to Look, New Toys for 400. Toy Story 4, he thinks he's trash. Forky thinks he's trash. Poor little guy. It's probably the best part of Toy Story 4.
Everyone, I want you to meet Forky.
Golly, Bob Harris. Look how long his arms are.
Trash? No, toys. They're all toys.
Trash.
And finally, to round out the round, we go to Tasty for 4. Lady and the Tramp share some spaghetti behind this Italian restaurant, also found in the Magic Kingdom. The answer there is Tony's. Tony's is the famous restaurant that Lady and the Tramp share their spaghetti behind. Not just spaghetti, but one particular spaghetti, leading to the iconic moment that is pretty romantic considering it's two dogs. On to the 600-point round now. We start with Tangled. Uh-oh. Word is a bunch of ruffians with interesting hobbies hang out at this pub. We're looking for the snuggly duckling. On to the boss for 6. While Walt is often credited with running the creative side of the business, his loyal brother took care of the numbers and finances. That would be his loyal brother Roy Disney. On to Tomorrowland for 6. This is the only Disney castle park to not feature a Tomorrowland. That would be Disneyland Paris. Now it's new toys for 600. Toy Story 3. Smells like strawberries. That would be the sneaky Lotso. Lotso Huggenbear, I think is his last name or something like that. Lotso Bear, I don't know. It's Lotso. The answer is Lotso. On to Tasty for 600 now. Head to Paris to dine at this establishment where rats run the kitchen. That, of course, is Gusteau's. Gusteau's, where Remy jumped on Linguini's head and cooked up some ratatouille. On to the 800-point round now. The story of Tangled takes place in this kingdom. That would be the kingdom of Corona. Corona. Now it's the boss for 8. Main Street, USA takes inspiration from Walt's hometown in Missouri. We are looking for Marceline, Missouri. Now it's Tomorrowland for 8. Space Mountain in Walt Disney World, which I personally think is the best, which I know is going to upset some people, features 2 separate tracks, each with their own unique name. What are they? They are Alpha and Omega. Alpha and Omega. On to the next clue now. It's Look New Toys for 8. Toy Story 3. Barbie compliments him on his ascot. Ken, Barbie's, I don't know, his spouse or whatever he is. Ken, the answer is Ken, is what we're looking for.
Nice ascot.
And now finally, it is Tasty for 8. After Prince Naveen rolls up his sleeves, what a guy, and helps Tiana achieve her dream of opening her own restaurant, the two convert a warehouse into this place. Get the name right, folks. The correct name is Tiana's Palace. Tiana's Palace, not Tiana's Place. I know at least one of you wrote Tiana's Place. If it were up to me, you don't get the points. No, you don't get the points. Because it was originally going to be named Tiana's Place, but then once she became a princess, they changed the name. Look at it right there. Tiana's Palace is the correct answer. Or just give yourself the points. I won't tell. On to the difficult 1,000-point round now. Here we go, people. We start with Tangled. Early in the film, Rapunzel finds Pascal during a game of hide and seek, giving her this many wins over her little friend. Rapunzel's beaten him 22 times. 22 times.
Gotcha! That's 22 for me. How about 23 out of 45?
Here's the boss for 1,000. Obsessed with trains, Walt eventually built one in his own backyard to give kids in the neighborhood rides around his property. Remind me, what did he call his railroad again? That would be the Carrollwood Pacific. The Carrollwood Pacific. Here's Tomorrowland's most difficult clue. The Tomorrowland People Mover travels through the top of this gift shop at the Magic Kingdom after glancing down at Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin. Star Traders. Star Traders. Here's your final clue from Look New Toys. Toy Story 4. This hilarious pair are voiced by Key and Peele. We're looking for Bunny and Ducky, or Ducky and Bunny.
Oh, get him.
Bunny, what are you doing? I can't reach him. Help me out here, come on.
Oh, sorry, Ducky, I'm not a mind reader, you know.
What's not to understand? You gonna make me say it?
What?
With these tiny legs, I cannot reach without your help.
Oh.
All right? Okay? This is what I've been talking about, Bunny. You need to work on paying attention and your listening skills.
And the final clue on the board, it's tasty for 1,000. In Monsters, Inc., Mike Wazowski dines out with Cecilia at this fancy sushi restaurant before it's evacuated after Boo makes an unwelcomed appearance. Harryhausen's. Harryhausen's is the answer. Fun fact, I love that it's called Harryhausen's because it's named after Ray Harryhausen, who's known as one of the greatest special effects artists of all time. He focused on advancing the art of stop motion, thus bringing many monsters in film to life. Hence why he's kind of a part of Monsters, Inc. All right, add up those scores. See how you did. Hopefully it's pretty well. Are you going to lose it all on Final Jeopardy, though? I guess we're going to find out right now. It's time to get ready for those wagers. Let's see what your Final Jeopardy category is. Walt Disney World. Wow, it's pretty broad again. Walt Disney World. Make those wagers. Good luck. All right, here is your Final Jeopardy clue from the category of Walt Disney World. Connecting Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and multiple deluxe resorts, Walt Disney World monorail spans over 14 miles in total track. In order to carry the millions of guests to and from the parks, the system runs this number of trains, each identified by a different color stripe. Good luck. And time is up. The correct answer is 12. 12 trains run aboard the Walt Disney World monorail system. Still waiting for them to let us into the front again. That's going to do it for episode 4 of Disney 100 Jeopardy. How'd you do? How'd you do? Just tell me now. Did you do? You did well? No, that's not the... Could have done better. Could have done better. The best way to do better is tuning in again next Sunday for episode 5. I had to plug it. But honestly, thank you for watching. We can't wait to bring you more and more clues each and every week. I've been your host, Brian Perry. As always,
Bye-bye.